Shocking new Oak Island discovery at Smith's Cove. The depths of Smith's Cove are home to untold riches just waiting to be discovered. An amazing new find has surfaced from the depths of Smith's Cove on Oak Island. It's so cutting-edge that it'll revolutionize the world. Rick and Marty Lagina are digging away at Smith's Cove with boundless energy and excitement. They want to enclose an area of roughly 12,000 square feet with a gigantic steel cofferdam measuring 525 feet in width. With the new Oak Island discovery at Smith's Cove, this is all part of a search that started over 2 centuries ago, with the hope of illuminating an enigma that has baffled humans for that long. Using information obtained from previous excavations by Dan Blankenship, the team zeroed in on a specific spot near the northwest corner of the cofferdam. They theorized that a mysterious U-shaped building was hiding in this area, and that it held the key to the site's long-guarded secrets. Their research of the ancient Smith's Cove was motivated by a sense of hope for the discovery of previously unknown facts. A new finding was made at Smith's Cove on Oak Island as a result of the team's persistent efforts. It wasn't a single epiphany. In reality, though, a fascinating chain reaction of findings occurred. As the dig progresses, the astounding discoveries will be thoroughly described. Gary, an expert metal detectorist, was indispensable, searching the heaps of dirt and debris for signs of anything of value. Not long afterward, his detector picked up a non-ferrous signal, sparking enthusiasm at the prospect. In order to show their findings to Dan and hopefully shed light on the riddles surrounding Oak Island, they became even more determined to complete their investigation of the mysterious U-shaped construction. The crew kept their will and concentration throughout the excavation, knowing that each new find brought them one step closer to discovering the truth about Oak Island. They were aware of the gravity of their mission, yet unwavering in their conviction that the key to their success lay beneath their feet. As they continued their search, the crew kept in mind Oak Island's legendary history, which has attracted innumerable treasure hunters with the promise of untold wealth and a centuries-old mystery. They took pride in their illustrious lineage and set out to leave their imprint on the world. Their faith in finally unraveling the enigma of Oak Island grew with each new piece of evidence they uncovered. They were so sure that they were on the cusp of something incredible that they were willing to go down any street in search of answers. The crew at Smith's Cove didn't let setbacks stop them from their painstaking excavation work, because they know the answers they're looking for are out there somewhere. Smith's Cove, named after United Empire loyalist Joseph Smith, is a little village perched high above the beautiful Annapolis Basin. Researchers are finding intriguing leads, but they know their work is far from done. Oak Island's mystery hasn't lost any of its allure or difficulty over the years. It will continue to attract people for years to come. Smith's Cove, like Oak Island itself, has attracted treasure hunters and researchers drawn in by the promise of untold riches and the intrigue of centuries-old mysteries, prompting countless excavations and studies that have yielded a wide range of findings and ideas. Strange man-made structures known as box drains or finger drains astonished everyone at Smith's Cove. Using pebbles and coconut fiber, these buildings skillfully formed a system of waterways that reached all the way from the shore to the money pit. Ingeniously constructed flood tunnels with drains are thought to have been used to conceal the gold. If someone tried to dig for the money pit's hidden treasure, the region would be flooded with ocean. Speculation regarding the worth of the hidden treasure on Oak Island has been sparked by the discovery of the box drains. There is evidence in Italy linking the Freemasons and the Knights Templar. Amazingly, not many are aware of this. Keep reading to learn more about this peculiar connection. To the north of Rome, approximately 105 kilometers, 65 miles away, is the Italian city of Viterbo, where Rick Lagina and other crew members have traveled. They've scheduled a meeting with author Gianluca Di Prospero, who has spent more than 20 years looking into the Templars' activity in this area throughout the Middle Ages. When Rome was experiencing political unrest in the 7th century, Pope Alexander IV and the Catholic Church temporarily relocated to Viterbo. The city's original site was in Rome. The Templar Order also used the city as a walled fortification during that time. They noticed a cross that had the same 4 spots as the HO stone. These 4-pointed crosses point to significant areas that the Templars historically frequented and that are associated with images of priceless goods. They also noticed the Holy Grail, which is frequently portrayed, and the cross, which serves as a form of emphasis and is sometimes seen in areas connected to either the Holy Grail or the Holy Shroud. It speaks a lot about our hosta if this four-dot cross is only found in locations connected to the Templars or with Templar-related objects. The drainage system itself is an indication of the treasure's potential value, given the level of innovation required to build it during that time period. Another curious construction, this one made of wood and formed like a U, was discovered at Smith's Cove, partially buried in the sand. Experts can't agree on whether or not it was used as a wartime mooring facility or as part of the flood tunnel system. Its presence, however, just serves to further the mystery surrounding Oak Island. In addition to these buildings, a wide variety of artifacts have been discovered in Smith's Cove. Coins from the 1600s and 1700s, as well as pieces of ceramics and metal, have been found. The wide range of artifacts found in one place is evidence that individuals from many different cultures and eras visited there. This has led many to believe that pirates and other mariners frequently visited Oak Island in search of a safe haven to bury their loot. Not only have treasure hunters become interested in Smith's Cove, but geological studies have also been conducted there in an effort to better understand the island's unique features and their possible relevance to the wealth. Subscribe now for more shocking and interesting new discoveries on the Oak Island. The inclusion of rock and coconut fiber box drains or finger drains suggests the presence of a complex flood tunnel system built to conceal the loot. It has been theorized that the island was a favorite hiding location for pirates and mariners due to the wide variety of artifacts found there, including coins, pottery shards, and metal objects. Several treasure hunters have lost their lives in the search of the riches, despite the fact that geological investigations utilizing ground-penetrating radar have yielded vital insights for ongoing digs. Relics from Shaft 6 and a near-identical copy of the fabled 90-foot stone are just two of the incredible finds uncovered by the Oak Island crew. The mystery of Oak Island is deepened by the discovery of artifacts such as coconut fiber, parchment scraps, and human bones. In spite of setbacks, the Oak Island team is still working to solve the island's riddles. The film also references to the mysterious and fascinating character of the Oak Island findings, which have and continue to captivate viewers. Furthermore, it implies that the island's claimed curse contributes to the place's creepy aura and mystique. The video ends by urging viewers to check out the channel's back catalog and sign up for future updates. Click on the next video now to find out more about strange discovery that marvels. Ultimately, the large hole was filled in on its own, and the search for the treasures proved to be futile. The soil that was taken out during excavation, however, was not put to another use and ended up being called the Dunfield spoils. With the use of a metal detector, the Oak Island crew swiftly located a pair of English coins bearing the likeness of King Charles II on one side and the dates 1673 and 1694 on the other. These two coins' discovery on Oak Island in the 1700s suggests that either English military soldiers or pirates frequented the area. For more recent stuff, don't forget to subscribe and enable post notifications. In an effort to unravel hints about Oak Island's past and refute myths, they visit various parts of the island and speak with locals. The team also discovers gold close to the money pit, indicating that there might be further treasures there that have yet to be discovered. Even though they've encountered some difficulties, the crew continues to move and conduct their inquiry. Season 9 disproved Fred Nolan's claims of an ancient Portuguese presence while supporting Zena Halpern's Templar map. This discovery has restored their trust in their mission. Additionally, the group learns the top 10 Portuguese connections. The Lagena brothers are looking into the disappearance of the riches from Oak Island. The Portuguese Order of Christ, the Knights Baronet, and Prince Henry Sinclair are all seen to be potential contenders for hiding the treasure from Oak Island. The team encountered numerous rumors and plots along the road, which frequently cast a shadow over the wealth itself. Nevertheless, it appears that this season might be the one in which they ultimately succeed. Even though the current season is coming to a close, The Curse of Oak Island. Drilling Down is scheduled to air the next week. In Traverse City, Michigan, Maddie intends to meet with Rick, Marty, Craig, Alex, and Jack, according to the summary. They will review the amazing results of Season 10 and get a sneak preview of what is ahead in 2011. The origins of this mysterious energy are still a topic of discussion among NASA experts. Click the next video to find out more about this enigmatic power. Affiliation. This is so because King Solomon, a follower of Jesus Christ, formed the Knights Templar. One of the responsibilities that new members of the order are asked to acknowledge upon joining is a commitment to supporting and protecting the Christian religion. Its title contains the word united throughout, implying that this system is governed by the joint efforts of more than one historical tradition and real order. Mainly the Knights of the Temple, also known as the Knights Templar, the Knights of Malta, the Knights of St. Paul, and the Knights of the Red Cross, although the latter is only applicable to the York Rite, are the different organizations that are deemed to be united under this methodology. The medieval Catholic military order of the same name is where the name of the Masonic organization known as the Knights Templar came from. Similar to how the Masonic Order of Malta drew inspiration from the Sovereign Military Order of Malta and the Masonic Red Cross of Constantine from the Sacred Military Constantinian Order of St. George. However, it does not assert that it is sprung directly from the illustrious Templar Order. The Knights Templar and Freemasonry have a very, very long history of mutual influence. Freemasons built the majority of the commanderies, knights' halls, cathedrals, abbeys, preceptories, and castles connected to the Knights Templar. The magnificent Cathedral Notre Dame de Paris, which was built with the help of active Freemasons, and other significant architectural projects in France received significant financial support from the Knights Templar. The construction of the Eiffel Tower, which was overseen by and included involvement from active Freemasons, also engaged the Knights Templar. Anywhere the Knights Templar created or sponsored the building of those structures, including the Middle East, France, Italy, Portugal, Spain, England, Scotland, and other European nations, major buildings were actively constructed by Freemasons. In every place where one of these structures was constructed, the Knights Templar established properties. The supplemental staff for the commandery or other Templar operations resided in so-called Templar districts, which were holdings that were legally church-owned and hence exempt from local or national taxes. Due to the closeness of many Masons near Templar strongholds, the Masons and the Templars started to share expertise in the 1200s. Historical records state that Masons joined the Templars and contributed to the construction of Templar and church structures, while also founding labor unions at the same time as the Crowell and Peter Fornetti visited a number of ancient sites in Portugal. They were led to 3 distinct locations, each of which displayed mounting proof that Oak Island's history is connected in some way to that of Portugal and the Templars. In Tomar, Portugal, there is a church and Templar fortress called Convento de Cristo. It was built in the 12th century. To start their investigation, the group was brought there. Corjan was particularly intrigued by the aqueduct's drainage system, which he thought had served as inspiration for whoever created the Smith's Cove finger drains. The aqueduct drainage system was what captivated Corjan the most out of all the amazing elements that were packed into this massive structure. This link might have seemed a little tenuous, but Corjan had more details. The original church gate, now faded, bore an engraving of a cross surrounded by 4 dots. The sign found on the HO stone on Oak Island had an engraving that matched this one exactly. The HO stone was a fragment of a rock discovered on Oak Island. The boulder is thought to have formerly indicated the location of a treasure, but an accident in 1921 reportedly destroyed it. The lads also discovered another O-shaped sign with a dot in the middle, which is also depicted on the HO stone during the previous week. The group then traveled to a military history museum in Lisbon. They had replicas of the 2 little cannonballs that had been found on Oak Island, and they intended to use the museum's armory to see if they could match the cannonballs to one of the cannons there. The fact that 2 museum employees immediately confirmed that the 2 cannonballs were of Portuguese origin wasn't a surprise to the boys, because they had already heard from a chemist in a previous episode that the cannonball's composition indicated a Portuguese origin. Alex loaded the cannon with the ball once the guys had discovered the right kind of cannon in order to make sure they had the right kind of weapon. The cannon, which was first used in the 14th or 15th century, was often mounted on a ship's deck. The experts at the museum, however, claimed that the gun could be easily taken out of the ship and brought to an island. Have you already subscribed? Do this right away to learn more exciting updates on fresh discoveries made on Oak Island. Given the ongoing instability on the global stage that has existed ever since the New World was discovered, it should not be shocking that the mysterious Oak Island has come to represent a secret trove of royal treasures. Over time, Oak Island has come to represent a secret hoard